Hi, hello. Welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. We are on Monday, Monk 50. Is this 56? I'm starting to lose track again. 56, 57, probably 56. Welcome here. Thank you so much for stopping by for a couple of minutes. If you found me on a Monday, welcome, welcome. If you found me some other day, also welcome. I talk about how writing is going, how knitting is going, and how things are going in Monkland. And, today's not going to be any different. Now, it could be different. Like, if you want to see something different on the channel, if you want me to read stuff, like read out excerpts out of my books, or if you want me to, sit and knit with you or something like that, put it in the comments below. I am always interested in what you might want to see here. So, until I hear some comments, we're just going to roll with what we got. So what we got is, how is writing going? Writing is going well, thank you. As I said last week, finished the Shame Flynn book, which is called Dirty Work. It will be the fourth book in the Broken Magic series. That series is a spin-off from the Allie Beckstrom series. And I started thinking about this, and also one of my friends mentioned to me that I don't necessarily talk about my books a lot on here. Like, I talk about writing, but I don't go into my series a lot here. So I thought I'd do a very quick recap. I just thought I'd flash some covers here to show you the series that I do have out. I write urban fantasy mostly. My urban fantasy is funny. Some of it is a little darker, more actiony. All of it has relationships in it. Somebody's falling in love with somebody, but they aren't romance, but they have romance in them. They're also fighting bad guys and saving the world and all that good stuff. So I generally write those kinds of books, urban fantasy. Some of them lean a little into another genre. So I have pretty much straight up urban fantasy, which is there's magic in the world. Everybody can use it. People use it for bad things. People use it for good things. And our hero has to chase down the people who use illegal magic, save the world. These are the books that have Stone the Gargoyle in them. These are the books set in Portland, Oregon. These are the Allie Beckstrom series. This is the first book in the series, Magic to the Bone. I don't know if I can get this without a shine on it. Magic to the Bone, first book in the Allie Beckstrom series, 9 books in this series. It's the first series that I wrote. Then after that, I wrote a spin-off series, and I'm a little hesitant to show the cover only because it's going to get new covers. This is the first book in the Shame and Tarek, or the Broken Magic series. This is the old cover. I don't have the new cover to show you yet, but this is the first book, Hellbent. So this is one of the characters from the Allie Beckstrom books. He's a side character. And as you can tell from the cover, he goes out and hunts bad guys too. It's the same town, Portland. Magic is still the thing. They hunt down bad guys. So, Hellbent. There are 3 books in that series, and I'm adding a 4th short book to that series. That's what I just got done writing. Okay. Then I also wrote, and I'm a little hesitant to show these covers, although these covers are gorgeous and I love them, because these are also going to get recovered. But there's the Dead Iron. These are the Age of Steam books. If you like weird westerns, so westerns with magic, or with, monsters and creatures and, out in the Old West where things are a little more wild than you would expect. There's not just the wilderness, there's also wild magic and zombies and werewolves and stuff. This is the series. It's also steampunk. So if you like either of those things, westerns, well, 3 of those things, westerns, fantasy, or steampunk, these are going to be your books. The people in here are 2 brothers who were cursed by a native god and are trying to find a weapon that will destroy the world if they can't get their hands on it. And the people who come along with them across America to try to find bits of this weapon. There are 3 in this series right now. They are not available because they are no longer being carried by the publisher, but they will be republished hopefully this year, and hopefully a 4th will be added. So those of you who have been asking me for Age of Steam, keep your eyes open. That's going to be happening. Okay. Then I wrote another trilogy, only 3 books, because this one is twisty. These are the House Immortal books. This is the first book in the series, and the House Immortal books are the idea of urban fantasy. So like there's magic and strangeness in the world, kind of set in the future. They're a little more science fiction-y. This has time travel. This has, the people in it are kind of like Frankenstein people. They're called the Galvanized, and they were created back in the 1800s, and they were used as soldiers and slaves and machines basically and stuff. But this is in the future where they're fighting for their rights to be free from the people that have always owned them. Those are those. Alrighty, I'm going through. We're almost done here, people. So then the next series that I wrote, I think, let me look at these in order. Yeah, the next series that I wrote were the Ordinary Magic books, which you might have heard of because I've spoken of these more recently. These are the gods go on vacation in a sleepy little beach town. The gods have to give up their powers and work regular jobs and stuff. And it's pretty funny. It's about three sisters and trying to keep the peace in this town. So these are funny, light. They still fight bad guys. There's magic, but there's always it's a small town, so there's always something quirky and ridiculous going on. So there are 9 books in this series. Hockey urban fantasy. So this is shapeshifters and magic users, wizards and stuff playing hockey. And I know, why did I do that? Because I love hockey. But it's about how they are seen as not good enough to play in the NHL. And it's this young man and his team and how these teams of, outcasts and kind of freaks is what they're thought of, how they are going to make their way through the league. So this is, right now there's only 2 books in this series. Spark and Hazard. No, we're not doing it that way. Here we go. Hazard and Spark are the 2 books. Spark and Hazard. And these are pretty light. There's a little tension, of course, and things get rough, but these are a little more young adult. If I were going to say out of any of my books, these are probably more young adult. If there's a romance in here, it's just kind of holding hands and maybe a kiss sort of thing. So these are a little lighter. 2 books in that series. That's the next series that I'm working on. I'm going to be adding a 3rd to that series. And then the next series that you've also heard me talk about is The Wayward Souls. And this is urban fantasy Route 66. So it's a husband and wife who have been cursed and bound to Route 66. And they're trying to find who cursed them and how to break that. And they've been traveling this road for 100 years. And one was a ghost and one was not a ghost. And I'm not going to give anything away, but things get better for them. And of course, things get worse for them. And this ties into the Ordinary Magic series because this is where the gods are on vacation. This is where the gods are out in the world doing their jobs. So this is a little darker, but it's kind of got more Americana, a little bit of the dark corners of magic on the highway, that kind of stuff. Whereas these are just, sleepy little beach town. And the last thing I'm going to show, because, oh my gosh, I've used too much of this video for this, is the Cup of Normal. This is my collection of short stories. And these are the short stories when I first started writing and I was first learning how to do fiction. It is a collection of fantasy, science fiction, and some probably horror, pretty brief horror, funny stuff, some dark stuff, some, just a variety of stuff in here. So a couple of these stories in here actually sparked some of these series. Those are my books, not really in a nutshell, but as quickly as I could get through them. I think I have something like 30 some odd books out. I would have to recount again, 33, 34, somewhere around there. So definitely there are some books to read. Is there a giveaway? Yes. Here is the giveaway. So this is where I usually talk about knitting, but I'm going to talk about the giveaway first. I'm going to give away the Hazard and Spark books because they're fun, they're light. If you like hockey, if you like sports, if you like teams, if you like brotherhood, if you like funny, if you like young people trying to find their way forward and making their careers work out for them in a sporting world, found family. These are your books. I'm going to give away one of each of these signed to another winner for the final February winner. I will also give away one of these little thumb things that I've shown on the other books, which is signed by me. It's a page holder. See, like that? So that it makes it easy to hold a book in one hand. Next, how is knitting going? Knitting is going well. I had a very busy knitting week and gifts for family, so that wasn't anything that I can give away here. And this knit item that I'm going to show you now is going to be given away in my newsletter, which will be coming out, I think it'll be going out tomorrow, very, very soon. So if you want to get your name in the hat for more knit items, I am giving away the wolf and the balloon dog back here for my YouTube viewers. But if you're like, gee, I'd like to still be considered for possibly winning a knit toy, then you need to come on over and sign up for my newsletter. It is at www.devonmonk.com. I'll put a link below. Just all that it asks for is your email. And I promise you, I'm not a spammy newsletter person. It goes out once a month if I can get to it. And a toy is given away every time a newsletter comes out. So this knit toy I'm going to show you is not going to be given away here on YouTube, but it will be given away in my newsletter. Are you ready to see what I'm going to be giving away in my newsletter? Here it is. It is a snail. It is a very small snail. He's slow, but he's pretty cheerful. I love these little bobbly antennas. They crack me up. Anyway, so this little guy is going to be given away in the newsletter. So little snail is going to be given away. I'll put a link to the pattern below. It was a very fun little pattern to knit. Sign up for the newsletter and you'll be in the running for the snail. Okay, this is now the part where I usually talk about Monk World, how it's going. It's going well, thank you. We had snow. We built a snowman. We had that much snow. Usually in February, the snow melts before you can go, oh, look, snow. But this time it stayed, especially in the area of town where we are. And I mean, Portland got hammered. They got ice and everything. The roads were just closed. It was just a sheet of ice out there. The roads cleared like by the next day, but the snow lingered in the yards, which was kind of fun. It just finally melted last night with a rainstorm that came through, rain and snowstorm. So that was fun. And it also means that I haven't harvested my carrots yet. Carrots are still in the garden from when I planted them last summer. So fingers crossed that they're going to be okay to eat once I pull them out, hopefully this week. We haven't done any more RV repairs, or I haven't. My husband and one of the other rats, Lance, did a little more bolting at the bottom of the RV and doing some fixing of that wall that we replaced. If you're interested in RV modding and stuff, I will be putting up some videos about things we have done to fix our old Class C. There is one thing that we did recently around the house. We haven't done any house improvements. Like, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't painted a wall or something recently, but my husband and I have been looking for new dressers because ours are quite old and falling apart. And we want to buy used if we can. And so we've been on the lookout at different thrift stores and stuff and places that sell used furniture. And we haven't found anything. But the other day we were out looking for parts for the RV repairs. And we decided to stop into a thrift store. And we weren't actually looking for a dresser there. We were looking for a chair because we also need a chair. And we thought we'd look in secondhand first. And in the back of the store, with boxes propped against us, it is this really nice big solid wood dresser, and it has a lot of drawers in it, and it's gorgeous. It has one little chip in the corner, but we can fix the chip, and it would be a dresser for my husband. He always has stuff on top of his dresser, so it's not like we'd see the chip anyway. So we came home and measured the space to make sure that it would fit. It would fit. So my husband went and got it, put it in the back of our trailer that we use for everything, for moving people, for bringing bark dust into the yard, for taking ivy, loads and loads of ivy to the dump. Anyway, so we loaded it into the trailer and got it home. And then I'm willing to move things. Like, I lift and move and haul and stuff like that. Like, I'm strong enough and sturdy enough to do so. And I've helped my husband move most of the furniture in the house. And between the two of us, we can usually get whatever we need to get moved where it needs to go in the house. And he's a big, strong guy, so it usually works out fine. And so we get the dresser in the house, and we're at the bottom of our stairs, and our stairs are steep. And it goes to upstairs where our bedroom is. Our stairs are steep and narrow, and just to make it a little more complicated, because steep and narrow isn't enough, they are shallow. The people who built this house, they weren't doing it to code necessarily back in the day. And so the actual riser and riser and step or whatever, are too short. They're short because the man who was building the house wanted the stairs to be small, so his wife, who had like asthma or something, could take her time going up the stairs slowly. And it has created more spills and slips because it's not standard. Your feet get used to a standard rise and step, and our staircase is not that. So what I'm saying is we have an extremely heavy dresser and a very narrow, very steep staircase with short steps to try to get up to get it to the bedroom. Well, most dressers, you can take the drawers out. This dresser, you couldn't take the drawers out. It was, the drawers, there was no way to detach them. We took the back of the dresser off. We actually unscrewed the back of the dresser to see if we could somehow release the drawers, including trying to take the tracks out so we could like take the whole system out, drawers and tracks and everything. No, no, no. The way this dresser is built, it was built, put together once, and then, have mercy on you, because that dresser's never coming apart again unless you take a pickaxe to it or something. So we couldn't lighten the load, and I couldn't lift half of the dresser. I could lift about a third of it, but I couldn't lift half. So we're like, what are we going to do? And here is why it is wonderful to have family all live in the same town. We're like, maybe we can call my brother Daryl, who is strong. He's built like Hulk. So is my husband. So we have Hulk 1 and Hulk 2. And we're like, maybe he has time to help us get it up the stairs. And you may have met my brother. He is, among other things, a paranormal investigator. And he has a channel on YouTube you can check out. It's called Under the Oregon Moon. I'll put a link to it down below. We did a couple interviews here on my channel. And I interviewed on his channel, which I think his channel's on hiatus right now, but it might be coming back. So check it out if you're interested in that. Both of my brothers run that YouTube channel, my brother Darren and my brother Daryl. Anyways, we call in Daryl and we ask him, can you help us get this dresser up the stairs? And so he comes over. We live close enough that it's a pretty short drive. And we have those furniture mover straps that you use on mattresses, because we had to use it on our mattress to try to get it up these steep stairs, which was another horror show. It was terrible. Like, that mattress isn't ever coming out of the bedroom unless we like chainsaw it into pieces and throw it out the window. That was miserable trying to get it up the stairs. So I'm expecting it to be miserable to get the dresser up the stairs. And I'm just like, no, I wish we had gotten a dresser where the drawers came out. So we're like, okay, this is a solidly built dresser. And it was solidly built because it weighed a ton. Anyway, so the 2 Hulks got on each side of the moving straps and were able to step by step get it up those stairs. And I got to tell you, it wasn't an easy lift, not necessarily just because of the weight of the dresser, but those stairs are going to kill somebody someday. So anyways, the dresser got upstairs, and once we got it to the landing at the top, it just zooped right into the room. It was super easy, but man, we need an elevator. That's what I'm saying. I think our next house project is we need to put an Can you imagine? We need an elevator in our house. I think I'm going to tell my husband that. I'm sure he will love that idea. Well, maybe he will, but he won't have to carry stuff up the stairs anymore. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. We got the dresser in place. We don't have an elevator, which I'm sad about now. Now I want an elevator. And that dresser, along with the mattress, is going to come down those stairs in pieces if it ever comes down. But the good thing is the dresser fit great, and it's got lots of drawers and lots of room for clothes, and it's really the perfect dresser. It's what we were looking for. We got the perfect dresser. We do not have the perfect stairs. So anyways, things are going well in Monk World. Thank you for staying this little extra long with me on this YouTube channel. Remember, leave a comment down below. I will be giving away those prizes that I zoomed through and told you about, which this week is the Hazard and Spark books. Giving these away, leave a comment down below. Your name's in the drawing. One of the other weeks, last week, I think I said I would give away the 3 Ordinary Oregon books. Boop, boop, boop. All of them signed. And they all get one of those little thumb wing things here too. And I am also giving away the Wayward Souls, which is the first of this series that has a 3-book series. And I'm giving away the Balloon Animal Dog, which you have seen a million times, but I'll show him one more time because he's kind of cute. Little Balloon Animal Dog. Get him in. Balloon Animal Dog. And I will be giving away the wolf, the Knit Wolf, which let's put him back here so you can see him. Knit Wolf. So all these things are going to be given away on YouTube channels. So please do leave a comment or put a little emoji down below so that I can see your name and I can put your name in the hat. And remember, over on the newsletter, we're giving away a little snaily guy. So that's it. That's all the giveaways. That's all the news. We're done. Thank you for coming by Monday Monk. I hope to see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful week. Until next time, bye for now.